Hello beer lovers, my name is Alexander and I'm looking for my favorite beer. Welcome to Leipzig. I'm here on the Sachsenbrücke, which translates into Saxony Bridge. Saxony being the state I'm in right now. The bridge got its name in remembrance of the occasion when the Saxon troops changed sides in one of the Napoleon wars a little over 200 years ago. Back then, Saxony was not a federal state of a united Germany yet, but instead its own independent kingdom. First, Saxony fought at the side of Napoleon Bonaparte, but then the officers of the Saxon troops switched sides to the alliance, without the consent of the King of Saxony. Fortunately for the officers, the alliance won and Napoleon lost. This is not a river, this is a flood channel, which is called Elster Flutbett, Elster being the name of the river, the flood channel for the river Elster. The Sachsenbrücke is a national heritage site, a cultural monument, if you will. But that's not why I'm showing it to you. I'm showing it to you because when the weather is good, this is where the cool kids hang out. There's barely anybody here right now. That's because it's in the morning and also it's supposed to rain anytime now. But let me show you how the bridge looks during the day. At high noon, it looks like this. It's just too hot. And during the evening, it looks like this. Young people, young families and artists I can't tell you how hanging out at the Sachsenbrücke has become a thing. After all, this is a concrete structure serving the purpose of making transportation possible. But being above the water is nice, of course, with the boats and the canoes underneath. The trees and the meadows in front and behind the bridge are beautiful. The bridge itself is in a park, so people hang out around here anyway. Also, there are no cars in the park, so there are no cars on the bridge. At last, the sidewalk is wide and gives much space to sit. I guess it makes sense after all. People having picnics with snacks and drinks. Talking about drinks, what's today's beer? This is today's beer. Remember when I was marveling at the size of the bottle from the brewery at the Thomaskirche? This bottle is huge. Yeah, little did I know. This is a wheat beer again, a Weissbier, so it's yeast and fruit flavors that I can expect. The head, it is quite excellent. I can't tell yet if it clings to the glass. I have to wait for the froth to break down. But so far it seems to be stable. The cells of the pores are very small. Not as small that they would look like whipped cream or snow, but they are pretty small. Now you can tell that the froth clings to the glass. The color might be golden. No, not golden. It's an amber, and it's a quite appetizing amber. Well, the color makes the beer look delicious. The clarity, it is slightly milky. Yeah, obviously this beer is not filtered. The first thing you notice about the aroma is that it's quite intense. It's top fermented. It's also sour. And strangely enough, it is also a little, just a little sweet. The sourness is complex. There seem to be several aromas, several flavors mixed together. I can smell grapefruit, passion fruit, gooseberry, lemon zest, and we've got some cloth, and we've also got some syringia. And of course there's banana. There's plenty of banana. It's a wheat beer. You will always have. You will almost always have banana aromas with a wheat beer. And now the first drink. It's light. and it's lean. And it's alcoholic. It has a strong, not a strong, but it has a notably alcohol taste. That's pretty much it. That's all I can taste. It seems there's only 3 attributes. It seems as if these make this beer have a very simple taste, but actually that's not true. It's still at the same time it's somewhat complex. It's hard to describe. It seems these flavors, these aromas interact with each other. Very interesting. The freshness is more intense than anything I had so far. It's vibrant. It has something of champagne, of sparkling wine. Subsequent drink. It has a fine aftertaste. Pleasant. It is quite sour. Acidulous, as they call it. Quite a lot, actually. And at last, it is more than just mildly tart. This is already mildly bitter. Yeah, this beer came as quite a surprise. I mean, the flavor, the taste. And it's not what I expected. Not what I imagined when I'm looking at the froth and the color. I expected something less sour and less fresh. But don't get me wrong, this is a good beer. It's a really nice beer. Well, that's it for today, beer lovers. You see me in the next one.